I'm Catherine.
And I'm Nicole. Today is Wednesday, May 11th, and it's Senior Week this week on The Roar.
Kyle Hoffman needs your help, seniors. He's looking to build a time capsule to commemorate the first year at this school. Whether it's pictures of events going on this year or items symbolizing accomplishments done, items must be school appropriate, and it should include a small note of why they should be included. Items can be brought to Mrs. Legree's room 2217 this week or next week.
2016-17 AP Gov and A-Push students, you have until tomorrow to turn consent forms into Mrs. Legree. If you do not have a signed consent form turned in by that time, you will not be able to enroll in AP Government or AP US History.
Speaking of enrolling, juniors, you will need to enroll next Monday, sophomores will next Tuesday, and freshmen will 1 week from today.
Today for lunch, we are having a baked potato bar, Big Daddy's Pizza, and a salad meal to go.
That sounds great.
Do you need to learn to drive? Well, if so, you might need to take driver's ed. Today is the last day to register. Look for the form outside of the attendance office.
Juniors, if you want to be a teacher's aide next year, you'll need to attend a meeting tomorrow in the auditorium. If you do not attend the meeting, you will not be allowed to be an aide next year.
Yearbooks are here, and if you haven't purchased yours, you better do it soon. There are fewer than 35 left for sale. They will be handed out next Friday, May 20th, during distribution day.
Bernie Sanders edged out on Hillary Clinton in West Virginia primary yesterday. Clinton continues to lead in overall delegates, but she has not reached the magic numbers needed to secure the Democratic nomination.
Did you wake up to the storms this morning? Several Lansing residents lost power as the first round of storms moved through around 5 o'clock. A second round of storms is expected to roll through this afternoon. Flash flood warnings have been popping up all morning. Even though the constant alerts are annoying, it's important to remember not to drive through standing water. You never know how deep it is.
Have you heard of Dark Souls 3? The Roar's Liz Struggle looked into a newly released video game. Here's what she found.
While it might not be the most beloved, Dark Souls 3 is the newest Die, Die, and Die Again game by From Software. For PC, Xbox One, and PS4, it is supposedly the final of the Dark Souls trilogy. To keep shy of spoilers, the main plotline stars the resurrection of the Lords of Cinder, who you get a punch until they fall over dead at some points in the game. With an explorable area that includes everything you can see, it stars fast-paced, difficult combat fit for the manliest of masochists. With dual wielding, a multitude of weapons, and stance switching, the combat is definitely the main focus of the game. With so many ways to go about the fights, there's a playstyle for everyone. However, the player isn't the only one to have smartened up over the last few games. Enemies will hide around corners, trying to trick the player into a few free life-draining attacks. This requires gamers to be careful in the more maze-like areas. With some influences from Bloodborne, Dark Souls but not, this game will certainly be bringing some new life into the series. Though the price might dissuade some, $60 for the base game to $85 for the deluxe. For those that love moments when you beat the seemingly impossible, this game will be for you, if you have the money to spare.
Awesome. Thanks, Liz.
There were no sports last night. Swim is at Turner today for KVL races. Track, soccer, and baseball are supposed to compete today, but we'll see if the weather impacts those games.
That's it for today.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.